With less than 1 day left pretty much, leave a like on this video if you're ready just to play NBA 2K21. I know I am. Are you? Alright, before we go too far into this video, I want to make sure to go over this. Now, we were at 4.2%. We're all the way up to 9.7%. But still, 90% of y'all that are watching my videos aren't even subscribed. I know y'all mess with the videos. We finna be going so crazy, so you might as well hit that sub button. It's that simple.
I got digital dash camera with a art. I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull out the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned up the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I flooded with rocks. Now I look at the time all day. Be high, I ride through your block and I drop off the top and I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitch is.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Fitz back in with yet another video today. I gave you guys the Playmaking glass cleaner build in NBA 2K21. So today, I got you guys with another video. And it's gonna be the inside out Playmaker. I've seen a lot of people trying to figure out how to make it. Now, there's a couple ways you can make it, but this is probably, if not one of the best way to make it in NBA 2K21. So yeah, I'm going over everything that I usually do, you know what I'm saying? From the position, the pie charts, attributes, all the way down to the height, weight, wingspan, then the takeover, then the best badge setup for this build. But yeah, tomorrow the game gonna be out, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's only a matter of time. So yeah, I'm gonna be dropping the best builds in the game. So if anybody's been wondering about builds that I haven't even posted yet, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna have them all in one video. So yeah, man, spam the like button for that. But yeah, man, without further ado, let's go ahead, hop straight into it. Alright, so first things first is going to be the position. The position you want to go with on this build is going to be at the point guard position. Alright, next is going to be the skill breakdown. This is where you're going to be getting your Hall of Fame badges and your max caps for your attributes. So when it comes to this, you can go with two different ones. You can go with the finishing with the green, where you're only going to get finishing Hall of Fame badges. That's going to get you a higher dunking. That's going to get you a higher ball control. That's going to get you even maybe a higher defense. You're going to have a lower 3 though. You got to keep that in mind. Now, on the one I'm going to show you guys is going to be the one that you can get both Hall of Fame badges for the shooting and finishing. You're going to be able to speed boost with this. You're going to be able to get contact dunks with this. So yeah, I would go with the one I'm showing you guys, but you are going to be able to get more defensive badges on the other one. So that's completely up to you. But for the one I will be showing you guys is going to be the closest to inside out Playmaker, because you could on the inside out Playmaker get shooting and finishing Hall of Fame badges. All right, next is going to be the physical profile for this build. So for the physical profile for this build, you want to go with the speed pie chart. There's really no other ones that you need to be even considering, because you want to be as fast as possible so that you can actually be able to speed boost with this build. All right, next is going to be the attributes. Like I said, you are going to be able to eventually be able to get contact dunks and be able to speed boost on this build. Now, you're going to be able to get contact dunks later when we get into the weight, wingspan, and height. So don't even really worry about that, but I'm going to show you guys how to get 14 finishing, 22 shooting, 13 playmaking, and 5 defensive rebound. So to be able to get that, you're going to have to go max close shot, max driving layup, max driving dunk. Now, actually on the close shot, I don't think I went max. I think I went with an 87, but still it's all the same to be able to get 14 finishing. You can get that to 15 or 16, but you're going to have to take a hit on shooting, or you're going to have to take a hit on playmaking. I can see a lot of people taking a hit on the shooting, but the best way to take a hit on shooting this year is taking down the mid-range. So that's on you at that point. Then when it came to the shooting, you're going to have max for three-point, free throw, and post fade, but the mid-range is going to take a hit, like I was saying. If you want to take a hit on shooting, you're going to have to take that hit on mid-range. If you take a hit on fade or free throw, it's going to take a bigger hit on your total amount of badges. If you're not tripping about that, that's on you. When it comes to the playmaking, you're going to get 13 playmaking badges. That's going to be max pass accuracy, ball handle, and then you got post moves up to a 35. Then when it comes to the defensive rebounding, you're going to get 5 badge upgrades, and that's going to be perimeter defense max, lateral quickness max, steal max, then you're going to have a defensive rebound of a 61. So yeah, that's going to be pretty much the best way to make it, to be able to get the most total badges. Like I said, you can get 15, 16 finishing on it, but you're going to have to take a hit on shooting. You can get more playmaking on it, but you're going to have to take a hit on shooting. You can get more defense on it, but you're going to have to take a hit on shooting. So yeah, that's completely up to you. But in my way, I feel like this is the most balanced way. Now, if you feel like you don't need 22, that's completely on you. You can take down whatever you want. That's on you. All right, next, when it came to the body type, that's completely up to you. I would pick the slimmest body type possible so you can be able to do combos as smooth as possible, because that was a problem last year. If you made your person any bigger, it became a problem. So yeah, I would make them as small as possible when it came to the body type. Then when it came to the height, if you want to be able to have the balance of being able to get contact dunks and speed boosts, you have to make them a little bit shorter. And that's what a lot of people like to do on those inside out playmakers last year. They wanted to make them 6'2", 6'3", and that's going to be another thing you have to do this year to be able to speed boost, get contact dunks, and all that type of stuff. So yeah, you want to go with 6'2" as the height on this build. You can go 6'3", but I would just say go 6'2". Next is going to be the weight. So for the weight, that's going to make a big difference on your lateral quickness, speed, and acceleration. Actually, this year, it doesn't always make a difference on your lateral quickness. It does sometimes, but it doesn't always do anything for your lateral quickness. But it does help you on interior defense every single time, and it can't hurt you on interior defense. Same with strength. But we care more about speed around here, so I did go down on my weight to be able to get the highest speed possible. That's going to help you be able to speed boost a lot earlier. And then next, this is how you're gonna be able to get contact dunks on this build and be able to speed boost eventually. Now, you are gonna take a hit on your shooting. You're barely taking a hit on ball handle, but like with Takeover, you're definitely gonna be able to speed boost off rip. Now, eventually, as you go up in overall, you are gonna be able to speed boost off rip either way. So you gotta keep that in mind. But with that being said, to be able to speed boost on this build and be able to get contact dunks, you do have to go max wingspan. That's gonna get you to a 79 dunk. Agent has already confirmed that the caps for speed boosting is going to be at 86 ball control, and the caps for contact dunks is going to be 84 and 85. It's pretty much going to be the same as last year, pretty much. So yeah, you got to keep that in mind. And also, Mike Wayne said if you want to be able to shoot consistently, you're going to have a 70 or 75 plus 3. So yeah, this build actually gets that even with going max wingspan, so that's still a W. And you're actually making your defense that much better going up in wingspan. So it's actually taking W's all around in that case. Now, with that being said, are you going to be able to get the 85 contact dunks? No, but you actually are going to be able to at least get the pro contact dunks. So yeah, that's still a W.
Mike Wang let me know that you get a +4 boost once you hit 99 overall. I believe last year was +5, so there's a difference there. And you get momentum at 86 as you did last year, and contact dunks is the same as you get last year as well.
And last but not least, before we go ahead and get into the bad setups for this build, we got the best takeover for this build. And the takeover I'm gonna go with is gonna be the glitchiest one, but we're gonna go through them all. So you can go with Shot Creator, Lockdown, Playmaker, or Slasher. So Slasher is gonna help you get more contact dunks. It's gonna help you dribble fast. It's gonna help you with all different types of stuff. We don't know the exact plus and minuses, but if it's anything like last year, like a lot of things it's gonna be very overpowered again this year. And you can go Playmaker if you want to be able to speed boost earlier with this build and stuff like that. You can go Playmaker. Lockdown is probably the glitchiest one for this build, but the takeover I'm gonna go with actually is the Shot Creator. As you can see, when it came to the wingspan, we took that hit on our 3-pointer, our mid-range, pretty much everything when it came to the shooting category. Shot Creator, if it's anything like last, it's going to give you a +10 to mid-range. It's going to give you +10 to 3. It's going to give you a +10 actually to ball handle. But I could actually see them also putting a +10 to either driving layup or driving dunk, which would make a big, big difference. So yeah, keep that in mind. So yeah, I'm going to go Shot Creator Takeover because that's probably the glitchiest one besides maybe the Lockdown Takeover. Lockdown Takeover is another one that you possibly go with on this build and really be crazy. But yeah, I went with the Shot Creator Takeover, and the build comes out as a slasher similar to Steph Curry, Trae Young, and Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. Those are very, very similar to builds like what it said last year. Now, are those builds getting contact dunks? But you know what I'm saying? That's going to be the build. The slasher, just pretty much the best way to make an inside-out playmaker. Like I said, you can make the other pie chart, but you won't be getting shooting Hall of Fame badges, which is going to make a difference on builds this year. Trust me. You're going to want to build that gets Hall of Fame shooting badges this year. I'm just letting you know that right now. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and get into the bad setups for this build. All right, so hopping straight into the best bad setups for this build, we got 14 badge upgrades to work with. So we're going to go with Hall of Fame Slithery, Hall of Fame Contact Finisher, and then we got Giant Slither on gold and Relentless Finisher on gold. So Slithery Finisher is going to get you the best animations possible. Contact Finisher is going to help you get more contact dunks and stuff like that. So if it's anything like last year, as soon as you put contact dunks on, that was 20%. Bronze was 35%, then you went to 50%, then you went to 65%, then you was at 80% at Hall of Fame. And then we got Slowly Finisher, like I said, to get the best animations possible. But Contact Finisher last year created a lot of bad animations. Now, with that being said, this game is a lot smoother. So I don't know if that's even going to be that big of a difference. But if anything, I feel like Slowly Finisher is just going to make that even better when it came to any builds. So yeah. And then when it came to Giant Slayer, you are 6'2", so that's going to be making a big difference. Now, 6'2" might not even be that short this year because all the big men I've been seeing, they're going 6'8". So that's very interesting too. Then when it came to Relentless Finisher is going to help you be able to dunk, layup, catch lobs, any of that, especially when fatigued. So yeah, that's going to be the best finishing bad setup for this build. A build that you might be saying that I've left off is fancy footwork. That's not going to be as crazy this year because hop steps aren't as good. But with that being said, spin layups, hop layups, or not hop layups, but spin dunks, Euro layups, Euro dunks are still good in this game. All right, next is going to be the best shooting bad setup for this build, and we're going to have Hall of Fame Deadeye, Hall of Fame Green Machine, Hall of Fame Range Extender, Hall of Fame Hazon, Hall of Fame Difficult Shots, and Silver Tireless Score. Now, Tireless Score is going to be a very important badge in this game because the stamina issue is crazy bad. It's crazy bad. I've seen people with 99 overall created players getting stamina, like their stamina going crazy. Like it's like every player in this game has asthma to a whole nother level. It's like the game called Corona or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know. But at the same time, we got Difficult Shots on Hall of Fame. That's a badge that got buffed. A lot of people were saying, I don't know why you putting that on all these builds. Difficult Shots is a badge that's definitely got buffed this year. So I'm going to just say that. Then with that being said, Green Machine is going to help you get more greens. Deadeye is going to really be canceling out all the shot contests that you're going to be going against, especially when people are trying to close out. Hot Zone Hunter is going to help you get more greens, make more shots when you're in hot zones, especially after you get hot zones. And then we got the best shooting badge. That's going to always be the best shooting badge, no matter if it's called Limitless Range or Range Extender, and that's going to be really helping you shoot within your range and be able to get more greens and stuff like that. So yeah, man, that's the best shooting badge setup for this build. All right, next is going to be the Playmaking badge setup for this build. So we have 13 badge upgrades, 4 gold and 1 bronze. So we're going to have Floor General, Quick First Step, Handless for Days, Unpluggable, and Bailout. So we're going to have Quick First Step to be able to be as fast as possible with the ball and get the best speed boost possible, so we can speed boost as fast as possible. That's going to help you get open for anything that you're trying to do. So whether you're trying to get dunks, contact dunks, layups, open for threes, mid-ranges, it doesn't really matter. It's going to help you get open the best way possible. Then we got Handless for Days to cancel out the stamina issue, which is a big deal in this game. Unpluggable is a badge that got buffed in this game so that you don't get ripped as much as possible, because that was a problem last year, that badge really didn't work. The only way I really got ripped was on bump steals when it came to people trying to reach in on me. The CPUs didn't reach that much, but with that being said, it was really hard for them to reach in on me. But that was with Hall of Fame. I don't know how crazy gold is going to be, but from what I've seen, Unpluggable has been buffed. Floor General is going to give your teammates the +3 to all their offensive attributes that could help them reach thresholds, like being able to speed, boost momentum, and stuff like that off rip. Then you got Bailout on bronze for any type of situation. That's not a bad badge to go with by any means when it comes to trying to help yourself get out of bad situations, whether you're doing a bad animation or getting double teamed. So yeah, man, that's the best playmaking bad setup for this build. And then last but not least is going to be the defensive rebounding bad setup for this build. And we got Clamps on gold and Intimidator on silver. So Clamps is going to help you play the best on-ball defense possible, whether you're playing full court, half court, going against ISO or screens. Then you got Intimidator to get the best shot contest possible. Now, is that going to be a big deal in this game where they're saying it got nerfed? That's what I've been hearing. They're saying it's got nerfed. And if you've been playing, the shot contest has been pretty bad, to be honest, especially on the perimeter. No matter what type of build you make, it's been pretty bad. Now, with that being said, the on-ball defense has been pretty good on every build that I've used. But when it came to like people that's catching and shooting, cutting and doing stuff like that, you don't really get the craziest contest. Now, the paint defense is pretty good, but with the perimeter, when it came to perimeter contest, it's really, really hard to get a consistent contest percentage. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. Now, a lot of builds I've been seeing is not putting interior defense up because the way they did badges this year is different. So it's going to be interesting with that too, to see if that's going to really be a big deal this year. So yeah, that's going to be the best defensive badge setup for this build. But yeah, man, that's going to be pretty much the best inside-out playmaker in NBA 2K21. A lot of builds that's like this is going to come out as slasher. I've seen some say slasher. I've uploaded a video that's like a full spacing slasher that you could kind of count as an inside-out playmaker, but at the same time, it's really not better than this build when it came to being as close as possible to an inside-out playmaker in NBA 2K21. But yeah, man, go ahead, leave a like on this video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, man. We got more videos coming out every single day. Turn on post notifications, be the first to every single one of our videos. Share this video to anybody you think this will help. But yeah, man, it's your boy Fitz, man. And I'm about to be, man.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Cut all my friends off and turn to a loner. That girl a thotty, no, I can't control her. Friends switching up, they'd rather be stoners. I gotta keep my composure like poker. She texted my phone and she said that it's over. Fuck that hoe, I don't even want closure.